You've probably been told countless times, if a woman isn't interested, just move on, forget her, or try harder to win her over. But here's the uncomfortable truth most men never hear. Women don't miss men because they need them. They miss men because those men have learned how to leave a powerful emotional imprint, even when they're not around. And let me be clear, this isn't about cheesy pickup lines or manipulative tricks. This is about understanding the deeper side of female psychology and positioning yourself in a way that naturally makes her think about you, even if she wasn't interested at first. Sounds impossible? It's not. Indifference is never permanent. It's just a reaction. And if you know how to shift that reaction, you can completely change how she perceives you. Before you roll your eyes, let me clarify. Making a woman miss you has nothing to do with chasing, begging, or proving your worth. In fact, those are the fastest ways to destroy attraction. Women don't respect men who overextend themselves. What actually triggers desire is the exact opposite, becoming unforgettable. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to spark curiosity, respect, and attraction. Even from a woman who wasn't giving you the time of day. You'll see that making her miss you isn't luck. It's about understanding psychology and playing the game on a completely different level. Let's start with the harsh reality most men refuse to accept. Chasing kills attraction. The harder you chase a woman, the faster she pulls away. It feels natural. You see someone you want, so you put in the effort, try to prove your worth, show her attention. But here's the problem. Chasing flips the balance of power. Instead of her feeling lucky to have your attention, she sees you as desperate. And let's be real, no one misses what's constantly available. When you're calling, texting, or trying too hard to impress, you've already over-delivered emotionally. Imagine this. If someone gave you free food every day, would you crave it? Probably not. But if that food suddenly disappeared, you'd realize how much you actually wanted it. That's exactly how attraction works. Women don't miss men who chase. They miss men who create space and mystery. There's more. Chasing also signals insecurity. It tells her you don't value yourself enough to stand still and let her come to you. And nothing kills attraction faster than insecurity. Women are naturally drawn to men who have options, who respect their own time, and who don't need to beg for attention. So the first step if you want even a woman who isn't interested to start missing you is simple. Stop chasing. Step back. Give her space. Let your absence speak louder than any text you could send. Think about this scenario. You text her 3 times a day, and she replies short or dry. Most men panic and double down. The better move? Stop texting completely for a couple of days. What happens? She'll start wondering where you went, checking your profile, maybe even reaching out first. That gap creates curiosity, and curiosity is the seed of desire. Here's the next truth. Silence speaks louder than texts. Most men think constant messaging shows effort. Good morning, how's your day? Good night. It feels like caring, but in reality, it makes you predictable and taken for granted. When your attention is always available, it loses value. Silence, on the other hand, has weight. It creates tension, makes her think, and sparks the imagination. When you hold back, even briefly, your attention becomes rare, and people crave what's rare. This isn't ignoring her or playing childish games. It's showing that your life doesn't revolve around her messages. Confidence, independence, and self-respect are magnetic. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say to a woman is nothing at all. Let your absence do the work. Another mistake men make is being too available. Canceling plans with friends to answer her call immediately, replying instantly to every message. On paper it looks like effort, but in reality, it makes you predictable, boring, and forgettable. When something is too easy to get, it loses value. Think about when you worked for a dream job, a rare item, or a big goal. The harder it was to get, the more you wanted it. Women feel the same way. Men with their own lives, priorities, and passions are irresistible. Those who sometimes say, "I'm busy," or "don't drop everything for her," signal independence. Independence equals value, And value triggers desire. The more available you are, the less she misses you. But when you create space, she notices your absence. And that's when attraction grows. Mystery beats honesty every time. Sure, honesty matters in relationships, but too much too soon kills attraction. Most men think laying everything on the table builds connection. In reality, it removes suspense. Attraction is emotional, not logical. When a woman doesn't fully know you, she fills in the blanks, imagines your life, and wonders where you're going. That suspense keeps her intrigued. Over-explaining removes that spark. Think about your favorite movies or books. The thrill comes from suspense, not instant answers. When you reveal everything up front, there's nothing left to chase. Mystery creates value, makes her pay attention, and keeps her thinking about you even when you're not around. Missing you begins in the mind first, not the heart. Never compete for her attention. Too many men see other guys around her or notice her post and suddenly feel they must outperform everyone. Being louder, funnier, more available, weak. Women can sense that insecurity instantly. Real men don't compete, they attract. If you chase her attention, you've already lost. Value is self-evident, and desperation destroys respect. Stop putting her on a pedestal. Stop treating her attention like a trophy you must fight for. When you stop competing and start living as the prize, her perception shifts. She starts craving your time, energy, and focus because she realizes it's not cheap. You set the standard. You are the one she should be competing for. Here's a truth most men fail to grasp. Confidence is more addictive than love. Women are drawn to confidence first, not love. You can shower her with affection, write long texts, bend over backwards, but without confidence, there's no spark. Love without confidence feels weak. Confidence is magnetic, quiet, and visible in your actions. It's making decisions without hesitation, standing by your opinions, and being willing to walk away if disrespected. Confidence doesn't just make a woman like you. It makes you unforgettable. Finally, make her realize she might lose you. Nothing triggers missing someone faster than the fear of loss. If she knows you'll always be there, she has no reason to appreciate you. But if she senses your energy is not fully focused on her, the game changes. Suddenly she wonders, what if he's moving on? What if someone else gets his attention? That subtle fear drives desire. This isn't manipulation, it's self-respect. Show that your life doesn't revolve around her, and she'll start to value your presence. Nothing stings a woman more than realizing she's losing a man who could walk away, and that's exactly who you should be. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever chased too hard? Or maybe noticed that pulling back made her come closer? Drop your story in the comments. I read every single one, and will give you personal feedback.